Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, March 10th. That's right. It is Throat Punch Thursday. Let's take a look here. This is kind of an interesting way to start the day. We have, let me close this little ad out. Here we go. Russia suspends exports of tech, telecoms, medical, auto, agriculture equipment until the end of 2022. What does this mean for us? Well, we're looking at, obviously, oil, grain, wheat, right? So that not just that. Other agricultural products include things that our farmers need to grow crops here, such as all of those chemicals and fertilizers that we use to grow. So I did post this on in the room, and then I posted it on the Twitter page, the Giving Tree Twitter page here. Nice little read. This came out this morning. We also have here in about 15-20 minutes, excuse me, initial jobless claims alongside CPI. CPI is expected to come in around 7.9. Now, a year over year. Now, what I want to say about that, sorry, I really got this cough thing. What I want to say about that is if we come in, say, somewhere lower than that 7.9, I think we might see a little bit of a bump. But this overall news regarding exports is really going to rule our day, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, but this is kind of how it feels like it's setting up. So my watch list is not really a watch list. I'm just going to talk through some trades because now we are starting to see. So this is the SPY. We're inside yesterday's candle. After a beautiful rally and close up above the previous day high, this news comes out and wham, slammed us right back down. And we'll see if we catch, there's some areas in there that we may be able to catch. Gold, after a big drawback yesterday, right back in and pushing back up. I've kept this gold hedge in my portfolio, and we'll probably see a nice little reversal in that here today. Oil, obviously, right? We have to look at oil. Oil, after coming down yesterday pretty hard in both the light sweet and the Brent crude, we are seeing a reversal back to the top side today. Continue to watch that. And for more headlines and, of course, for our reaction. All right. So that's what we're looking at. Let's take a look at a few names inside those spaces. I'm going to go right into oil and energy names. Chevron is a beautiful one to take. So even yesterday with that big pullback in oil, we can see that we pushed down. We filled the gap very nicely. It pushed back up and closed inside the previous day's candle. This one will be on the top of my list here for continuation here today. XOM came down quite a bit harder, but came right back to a fib line. Watch for this one. A little bit cheaper, a little bit easier to trade. But there's plenty of oil companies out there. Whether you're looking at Phillips, you can look in the other side of energy. Look at Devon Energy. Beautiful, held in very well. You can see about a triple bottom sitting in there. Sorry. So again, nice. I really like Devon Energy. You can look at oil and gas services or oil services. This is the ETF, OIH. So this one too came in but gave us an extremely long leg doji. I like the look of this one. Oxy, really counter trend here yesterday. Look at that move. Watch for a continuation. I think that one actually is up even higher this morning, right? It did. It actually touched higher, but is sitting at 58. So just below the high, the all-time high there. CPE, like this one, sitting in this trading range. You can see we closed with a long leg open doji. Like the look in that one. So those are well, and of course you can just come back and look at the XLE. XLE actually too held in fairly well yesterday, even on this pullback, and I thought if we got another day of a pullback, it would set up a really pretty bull flag. But the news is these are so news heavy right now that a lot of those technicals can just be thrown right out the window. All right, so let's go take a look at some precious metals. Gold, obviously, we have this double gap now. Watch for this to come back up and start to fill that gap. I do like that one. You can look at wheat and precious. Beautiful move back to the top side in that one yesterday. New Mountain Mining. So some of these did start to recover yesterday, later in the day. How I would play these, I would look at the April, I would look at the April 14th, and I would play very close to at the money, or maybe just a smidge in the money. That's how I would play it, and I would also play these on an opening range break or above yesterday's close in most of them. So those are a lot of the ones that I'm looking at. ADM. This one is all agricultural, beautiful bull flag setup here. Again, technicals kind of go out the window, but still something to be very aware of. And, geez, I am really sorry. I think we can continue to look at names like Raytheon. These are defense names, and as long as we have this conflict and really uncertainty as to how we are going to respond, how we as NATO may or may not respond, what other countries that are part of NATO may respond. Poland is being very pushing for some more help for Ukraine, and just think that that is awesome. But RTX, LMT, that one gave us a nice close yesterday. NOC, so LMT is Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman here at NOC. Actually closed green yesterday, so keep an eye on all of these as well. Pop on over. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Beautiful move yesterday. Closed back up in the 40s and pulling right back down again on this news. But keep an eye on the pullback. We're still putting in, as of right now, higher lows for right now. So we'll see how that works out. It may just end up being an inside candle, but be very cautious on anything that you choose to hold overnight at this point. I'm still really leaning on those day trades because of the uncertainty. Now, lastly, Amazon. Why am I looking at Amazon? I'm not kidding. I walked back in, took a look at the screen. Amazon split 20 to 1. What? So this is something we had actually talked about during the last two earnings calls, because there were rumors that maybe they would announce a split in one of those. Didn't happen. Board approved it, 20 to 1 split. I saw some jokes in the room that maybe we can actually afford a share now. Absolutely. We'll keep an eye on this. This is going to be a really nice day trader. If there wasn't the overriding news of the invasion of Ukraine to deal with, I think this would be a great play. We saw that in many of the other names that did split, it gave us a lot of great day trading opportunities and even swing trading into that split. So that split's going to happen. I think it was July 6th, but I'm not positive on that. But how this looks this morning, let's just take a look. Boom, look at that. Kind of crazy, right? So we were way down here at like 27.80 on the close, popped all the way up here to 30.90 and still hanging in here around 29. So $200 increase, or about $175 increase here. We'll see if this continues on, but nice day trading opportunities in here. Okay, that is it for me this morning. I will look and see about, I really like the look in Oxy. I am holding an XOM. I may actually add to that here and play that as a separate play, or take an XOM that is closer in the money, or at the money, since the one I have now is a little bit out of the money. So keep an eye out for that, but that's what I'm looking at. And I'll watch all of the other energy plays to see if if we can get some nice day trades out of them. I would also maybe just keep a nice eye on solars. They've been doing really well, and a little bit of a pullback here today, but let's watch and see if they reverse and then turn back to the upside given all of the volatility. Okay, that is it for me today. If you have any questions, Heather C at givingtreetrading.com. Have a great Throw Punch Thursday.